No regrets. No regrets. Live a life of no regrets. That's what we're talking about this morning as we kind of circle around and orbit around the sermon series, the new sermon series that I'm going to start this coming Sunday, and that is Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. And this morning, let's delve into no regrets. No regrets. Live a life of no regrets. How about that? Want to greet some people, get right into the word. You already know text, talk, takeaway, 5 minutes or less. That's what I'm going to do. What I need you to do is share it right now. What I need you to do is to put your revelation you get in the comment area, as others will get the cumulative effect of the revelation that everybody gets. And I need you to do a watch party when we come together. Joining the Morning Manna fam, it's your first, second, or third time. Please let us know who you are, where you are, so we can shout you out. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Verena, how are you on this morning? Ella, how are you on this morning? It's a wonderful morning. It is already. And so I just want to just give God glory for today. And I want to know whether or not the life changers at New Life, did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss me on this past Sunday, First Lady and I? We were doing the Lord's work. We were doing the Lord's work. It was powerful at Wisdom on this past week. I miss being there. Good morning, Brother Nesbitt. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Vicky. How are you on this morning? Vaughn, how are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you on this morning? Jewel, how are you? Carolyn, how are you? Valerie, how are you? Eugenia, how are you on this morning? This morning, live your life with no regrets. Live your life with no regrets. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. We're circling around, we're orbiting around. We are in a combat air patrol, if you will. We're in a cap orbit. That's what we used to say when I was in the Air Force as an air weapons controller before I became a chaplain. They would do figure eights in the air, waiting until you gave them direction into the enemy to shoot them down. Well, that's what you're doing right now. We're kind of circling, orbiting around what I'm going to begin this series on this coming Sunday. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Ogla, how are you on this morning? Olga, I'm sorry, from Michigan. Welcome, welcome. We're glad that you are a part of our Manna fam. We get together about this time every weekday morning. This is what I do, the text, the talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. What you do is put your comments in the chat area, share this, and then invite somebody on tomorrow. Let's get right into it. Live your life with no regrets. No regrets. The text, the talk, the takeaway. 1 Corinthians 5:7 says this: For we walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith and not by sight. There are so many successful people in business and in ministry and in life because they are willing to take a risk. They are willing to take a risk. Then I'm sure almost equal to that number of successful people, there are people who are living a life of regret, frozen into shoulda, woulda, coulda. They are locked down into, man, I knew I should have done that. How about this? Live a life of no regrets. Here's the first thing that I want to share with you is with respect to the text. Try it with faith and fail instead of not trying it without faith and fail. I want you to put that down. Try it with faith and fail. It is better to try it with faith and fail instead of not trying it without faith and fail. I much rather say, God, I went at it and I believe. Why? Because here's the second thing is connected to that. Failure is a struggle that betters you. Failure is a struggle that betters you. Many times, God orchestrates things or permits things to be orchestrated so that we might be able to draw closer to Him. And we draw closer in our failure than more so than in our successes. When I'm on the mountain looking over the clouds, how wonderful day it is, I don't think as much about God as I should. But when I'm in the valley, when I'm in the valley, My failure is a struggle that betters me, which then is the third thing I want to share with you with respect to, and it connects to everything. Try it with faith and fail instead of not trying it at all without faith and fail. Because God, the third thing, because God is going to work it together. He's going to work out the kinks when we believe. He's going to work out the kinks. It's summer now, and if you're watering the lawn and you do it via garden hose or whatever the case may be, washing the car, there's nothing worse than when the water hose gets a kink in it. The moment it gets a kink in it, it shuts down the water. When you decide, I'm going to believe God, God works out the kinks, and the water of your faith rushes through to water the things that you believe in God in. What's your takeaway this morning? Here's your takeaway. Don't sit in regret. Take a risk on God. Don't sit in your regret. Take a risk on God. For we walk by faith and not by sight. I call those things that are not as though they were. He is only pleased when we have faith. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna as we circle around shoulda, woulda, coulda coming up this Sunday. God bless you. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself.